Okay guys, and welcome back to my channel, and today we're going to be looking at the highlight liquids which seem to be taking the whole beauty world by storm. Okay guys, and here's the liquid highlighter we are looking at today. On eBay it shows up as being an unbranded brand, but the box clearly says it's Heng Fang with a little R for registered trademark. I don't know if you can see that, but Heng Fang. So obviously if you're going to register your trademark, you've got to be good, right? Because that shit's not cheap. Okay, so looking at the boxes, they're in a very glittery, shimmery packaging. This is the front. This is the back. I have no idea what any of it says because it is all in what I think is Chinese. Not too sure. The sides have got a little authenticity seal, barcode. Oh look, and it's even got some instructions for me on where to apply them. I brought 3 shades. Now all 3 shades I brought all give the same kind of instructions on where to apply the product, and the shades I got a number 1, 2 and 3. Okay guys, so the reason why I brought 3 of these little Heng Fang liquid highlighters is they were only £1.29 each, which is a bargain. I'm just going to show you on my phone how they kind of come across on the eBay site so you can see, but as you can clearly see, one's kind of like a pearlescent colour, one's a pinky colour and one's a bronzy colour, so that's why I brought the 3. So the bad news is with this is that you do have to pay postage, which I hate. The postage I believe is about £1.20. I'm not particularly happy about that. I don't know if I actually paid postage when I brought mine. I don't think I did, because I don't think I would have brought it if I did have to pay postage. Either way, I'll link down below where I actually got mine from and the seller. So what do you say we crack this bad boy open and see what we've got, and we will start with shade number 1. Let's work out how to open this. So breaking the seal, so you can see that I haven't used this yet. So there you go, that is the seal broken. And this, let's get rid of that rubbish, is my little tube. So yeah, this is the kind of pearlescent colour, as you can see. So let's bust out number 2. Okay, so busting out number 2, just to show you that the security seal is in place. I've just realised there is a little thumb hole to help you break these things out, and there goes your security seal. And this is number 2, which I think should be the pinky one. And it is. It is a pinky tone. I don't really know if this is going to pick up on camera. But as you can see, this one is number 1. This is number 2. And finally, let's bust free number 3. I don't know which way was the right way up, but I'm sure one of them was. So I'm going to use my little thumb bust out thing, as you can see. I'm really excited by that. And free the highlighter. Free the highlighter. Come to me, my child. Oh, and it's free. And yeah, this one is a lot more kind of golden. Okay, so I have turned off one of my lights, and now you can see all the smoke and mirrors that I'm using to make myself look about 5 years younger. And these are the colours. So as you can see, this one is a very white one, this one is a pinky one, and this one is a very bronzy looking one. So let's put the light back on so I can look 10 years younger. Isn't that better? And move it away a little bit. There we go. So let's swatch these on my arm and see how they come out. Okay guys, so for once in my life I am actually filming on 2 different contraptions, so hopefully we might actually get a better video, who knows. One's a lot lighter than the other. I think it's because the lighting's a lot lower on this side than this side. So let's swatch number 1 being the very, very pale one. I'm going to give it a bit of a mix. There's that sound lots of people probably hate. And I'm going to swatch. Okay, it's quite shiny. And let's do the same with number 2. Number 2 is obviously the more pinky one. So let's mix that up a little bit and draw a line. I like number 2, it's kind of like a rose gold. You really cannot see it at all in this, it's not translating at all. I'm a bit disappointed though, because I thought it was going to be like an ink droppy thingy. That'll teach me not to read the descriptions. And number 3 being the more bronzy one. So just do that one. I've done quite a thick line of that one. Okay, and they're the 3 colours. What I don't think helps with this is that I am exceptionally pale, so nothing really ever shows up on me, but they look quite good. I'm going to just blend them in a bit, but not into each other, just into lines. And you can kind of see the shimmer. Look how shimmery it is. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my hair off my face, put a little bit more foundation on, put a little bit of unblended contouring in, put some of that stuff on my face, and then we can blend it all together and we can see what we get from our cheap and cheerful eBay rip-offs. I kind of feel like it would have been a better idea to do this with my actual hair and not a wig, because this totally looks like a wig right now, but shh, no one need know. So let's put some foundation on and put the bronzer on, and then these little bad boys. I tell you what though, it does make sense now that it says that you can put it on your eyes on the box, because it is on a what's it thing. Okay, so let's go in now with the contouring stick and just put where I would contour on. Now, I don't need anyone to tell me that I'm contouring wrong. This is not what this experiment's about. So that's where I would contour. I would make sure that I obviously get it into the hairline of the wig as much as possible. And I suppose now that I'm left with this amazing kind of bronzy one, I would maybe want to introduce that into my contour. So I might just want to glitz that up a little bit. So I'm going to put that on there. Okay, so I have just gone over the top of the contour with the shimmer. So the next thing I guess I would want to do would be my highlight under and around my eye area, which would be here. Oh, this is difficult. And I would want to introduce that to the lift that I've got on my brow bone. And then maybe at the top of my forehead, I might want to go with more of like a pinky tone. And let's get ready to beauty blend. And we'll start to blend the kind of melted together contour first, the shadowing. I tell you what I do feel like it's doing, I feel like it's making it a lot more blendable, because there's kind of like a liquid aspect to it now and it's not just a cream. Okay, and that is the shadowing, which I feel like on my phone camera is a lot more fairer. So let's now start to blend the actual highlighter. So I'm going to start with my little nubbin. Okay, and it dries really quickly. I'm going to put some more on to try and re-lube it. This isn't going to plan at all. Okay, that's not too bad. If it dries on you, just shove more on to re-moisten it. Okay, so the main thing I've learnt from this is don't do your whole face at once like you see on those magical, mystical contouring videos where they then go in and blend. Literally, just put it on for the section that you want to do, because it dries solid. I don't know, does that look like it's been saved? I feel like other than up here, everything's been kind of saved, but I do feel like with this you do need to go in with your fingers quite a lot. And finally, let's put some more pink on the top and then try and blend in the top, because we know that would have dried by now. I know a lot of people are going to be like, oh, you shouldn't be dragging it, but literally it's really hard when it starts to dry to get to smooth out. Which in all fairness, it does have a nice sheen to it. My nubbin looks good. And I feel like adding the darker one into the actual shadowing looks a hell of a lot better. Okay, so let's try and finish this look off now with just a little bit of basic powder. And see what it looks like after we've done that then. Okay, so what I've learned from these magical cheap little bad boys is the brown is super, super, super good to kind of put in with your normal shadowing contour cream stick, whatever you use, because it does give it a nice shimmer, and I feel like because it's quite liquidy, it helps blend it a lot better. The actual lighter shades themselves haven't really done much at all. I mean, okay, so what I'll do is I will leave my right side plain, and then I'll go in with my Unicorn Hearts highlighter, and I'll just show you the difference, and I think it's going to be quite brash. Okay, so now that I've just carried out my little experiment, as you can see, where I've actually put on a regular kind of highlighter against the liquid highlighter, as you can see, kind of better off just sticking with the regular highlighter, in my opinion. So just to cap this off then, the only thing out of these three really cheap and cheerful liquid highlighters I would actually recommend you go and buy would be the bronze one, which is number 3. Reason being, if you add it to your normal contouring shadowing stick, it will look a hell of a lot better than what it looks like just on its own. It also moistens it up, makes it more blendable, and gives it a really nice finish. Okay, so under the left eye, which we left with just the cream contouring kit, there is absolutely no shimmer. We go to the right side, where I then added some of my own, and it has picked up the shimmer. I feel like the shimmer has kind of cemented itself onto the liquid that we put on. On the forehead, as you can see, the line where I applied my own versus the side that has just got the liquid shimmer. Like I said, mine is literally gripping to the liquid one a ridiculous amount, so it doesn't even blend out. And the tip of my nose is actually the same on both sides, so it's good for the tip of your nose. The actual shadow of the contour, you can't really see any shimmer to it, but obviously there is some shimmer in it. So that was that really, as you can see, just using said liquid products against using liquid with my own. If you do buy the liquid products and you put your own on top of them, it really does pop. However, if you do buy the liquid products, it is for a more natural look, so if you're not keen on caking your face in makeup but you do want some highlight going on, then these probably will be your best friend, but just work quickly. That's all I have to say. Don't let it sit. I let mine sit the first time for, oh my god, no more than about 2 minutes, and it just dried, and it dried hard, so I had to put more on, as you saw, to try and blend it out. As always, I will put in the description box where I got my items from, and if I had any diabolical skin allergies or reactions, because it's always nice to tell you people this. So yeah, thank you for watching, and hopefully I will see you next time.